Hey, what's going on, Scandalous Bob? Here is Conquest on Caspian Border, Battlefield 3. Actually, I had found a server under the server browser of Wake Island. There was a couple spots open, I clicked on it, and it threw me into Caspian Border, which is fine. I like Caspian Border. So, try to jump in, help out another guy as the assistant gunner in the tank. So here it was, we get plowed by this helicopter. So I locked onto him with the CITV station. I think the guy that was driving the tank had the guided shell, so I wasn't sure if I could give him a hand that way, but I knew I could give him a hand this way with the 50 cal machine gun. So we didn't live there very long before we got taken out. I got in a Jeep, then came back. I saw that A had been taken. Was going to go over there, try to take A back. I see guys running. So, you know, I was going to try to get me some kills with my tank round. You know, guys are just up everywhere and hopping in and out of these buildings. I wasn't sure where the tanks were going to be coming from. I see the RPGs. This guy right there chasing after me. Didn't think that I would be able to get away from him, but I did, and I took him out. So there's a guy around the corner. I was hoping to get a round on him. Hop out. I hear helicopter rounds going off behind me, come around the corner, and I think he knew I was coming, but I kind of got the drop on him. I had my light on. Now, I get inside the building. I'm trying to take A back. And if you've played Caspian Borders, you know, coming down the road and just past me where I was looking is the riverbed. That's where the enemy spawns from. A lot of the tanks go that way. They don't come down this road. There's an empty field straight ahead over there or off to the left that a lot of times I like to sit out there with the tank, and if I got stealth mode on, excuse me, then it's kind of nice because I'll sit back there with a guided shell and lock on because they don't see where the guided shell really comes from. So, you know, every now and then you get a little lucky. Now, this was my first time playing like Battlefield 3 in like a month. So I'm like, oh crap, what buttons do I use to pull out my javelin? Here in a little bit, you're going to see where I run up on two snipers, and I wanted to stab them. You know, I'm recording a video. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. And I couldn't figure out what button ran the knife. So I wind up throwing a grenade, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You know, so I just wind up shooting. So after dying, I come back, get in my tank, I'm running the guided shell, the only one in the tank, and this happens to be a theme for me. No one ever gets in the secondary position for me, or if they do, they're in it for like 2-3 minutes and then they hop out. Because if you watch any of my videos, I don't always run the tank straight into the heat of battle, because, you know, a lot of times I play by myself, so I don't really have anybody that I can be like, all right, I'm going to be running through the road. You know, it's nice when you have an assistant gunner because they can watch one side, you'll watch the other, so on and so forth. So a lot of times I'm by myself. So I sit at the edge, I pick a couple of, conquest points, and I stay there. And that becomes, you know, my bread and butter. I'm going to stay there. I'm not going to really run around a whole bunch. Going to try to get a guy to shell on this guy, get one hit. So I know he's got to have, you know, maybe armor on, get a second hit, disable it. You know, a lot of times I think that it shouldn't take a guided missile, guided shell, and a tank round to take him out. And I think another guy came in and, woo, was not expecting that tank to be right there. And I'm not sure what he was planning on doing, because his best bet would have been to just stay in the tank and back it up. You know, kind of funny, he never got a shot off on me. But random numbers. Now, in my other video, I thought it was great numbers, but random numbers and myself were pretty much the only two that were talking to each other. I think one other guy jumped in here and there, but he and I were communicating about, you know, this is where they're at. So, you know, communication's really nice when you're playing games like this. So I got me a little assistant gunner, which is kind of nice. Random numbers was thrown out. Watch out, he's behind the building. Take the building out. I don't think you can drop this building, but I definitely didn't want to stay too long and get an RPG up my butt. Threw the guy to shell on. I'm already getting a lock on a vehicle, just waiting for him to move in. You know, and as they get closer, you can see he's kind of got a bead on me. So, you know, got one hit there, trying to take him out, You can see the spawn point is just over that tank off to the left. Disable the vehicle after 3 shots, so somebody's got to be behind him repairing. So I'm doing my best to take him out. Finally take it out, but took way too many hits. And I'd be willing to bet that there was another tank way out there popping around. So I'm gonna drop some mines later on here, right here in the water. And I think eventually a tank comes through and I take them out in the water. So it's kind of cool. But you can see right there on your right, I saw these 2 guys. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to sneak up because they apparently don't see me. Or at least this guy. So I come up and I'm like, okay, how do I stab? How do I stab? Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. And I drop a grenade on him. And there's his buddy. Why that guy never took me out, I don't know. But hey, I'll take that crap. So, you know, I figure if they're going to be anything like me, they're going to be running back to where they just died to see if they can't get revenge on me. And, you know, and I expect it. And if you don't expect it, then you're a Johnny Knucklehead. So I'm going to try to hide up on this hill. Nice little vantage point. There's a spawn point right off to the right. So, you know, here comes in an Abrams. Got to hit that back button to tag. It only helps your team out because when you tag them, everybody hears that there's a tank, there's a helicopter, there's something in that area. I think the guy winds up getting out of his tank, and I'm trying to sneak off, you know, and he gets me with the LMG. I was hoping to back up. I didn't want to stand up because I knew I'd die, you know, real quick, but, you know, that's all right. So, you know, what I wound up doing was just going towards the riverbed, and I had enough javelins. Random Numbers and I were trying to exchange javelins, you know, on these enemy tanks. I think I had more than he did, and it's always helpful if somebody in your team runs the LMG class. That way you can be throwing out your ammo packs. And with the A91, it's very accurate, but I had a little bit of kick on it. You know, I've got the front grip. I was trying to shoot right above that guy and not get popped. Nothing worse than you're laying all these rounds, and this dude takes one shot, takes you out. But, you know, suppression, kill, assist. Hey, you know, it's better than not getting anything. So you can see there's another tank trying to come out. Our helicopter sitting over top of them. And, you know, it's got to be excuse me. There had to be one guy in the tank because he switches from the driver to the 50 cal, which I've done a lot against helicopters. Enough said about that. We were doing pretty good on this, I think. Trying to tag him. You can hear me hitting the back button, and it doesn't always work. But I figure if I hide here, my skills with my javelin are best suited to sit outside and wait for the tanks. Now, I don't really consider camping like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, or Modern Warfare 2. You know, and camping is such a bad term. You know, there's being offensive, and then there's defending. And we've got the point. So we're defending, and you can kind of hear the music's going. You know, I'm hoping to get one more kill on a tank before the end of the match, and I don't think that I'm able to get both tanks or get this one. He was trying to shoot me, and I'm about to take him out, and the match is over. So anyways, special shout out to my buddy Dr. B-Rob, used to be Dr. Rob, Swifty, Finkelton, all Battlefield 3 players. I got some Modern Warfare 3 players, buddies that play Battlefield 3, but we never really seem to stick it in. So I got a couple of videos, did pretty good. Definitely opening the communications was good for the team. So anyways, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, and if it's not something nice, tell me what I can do to make my videos better. Anyways, this is Scandalous Bob. Thank you, and we'll see you again.